Alright, welcome to round 4, last round of the daily. Our opponent's on the plane kept. This is a pretty reasonable hand. We've got 2 cantrips, a Thoughtseize, a reanimation spell. We can even Thoughtseize our Emrakul and Shallow Grave it into play if we want to. So, I'm gonna keep. Alright, Mountain Go. That leaves a lot of possibilities. But I am just going to ponder here, I think. And those are some good ones. Yeah, those are a land and an Entomb. That's exactly what we want. So next turn I'll be going land Thoughtseize with end step Entomb, more than likely. Okay, so he's playing Goblins. Generally a good matchup. Game 1, the only thing we really have to be worried about is like a Thalia. So we'll take 1 off this attack. We'll go to 18. We're going to pay 3 more. So that's 15. Yeah, we're doing fine. Just Thoughtseize. If he has Thalia, we get to take it. Yeah, I'll take the Chieftain. So yeah, here we're going to end step Entomb and then pretty much just go off next turn. Alright, we don't want to play our fetch yet, because if we go to 14, that represents 7 less draws. So, no, I don't want to trade. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's good, we got a Tundra. So yeah, we can just go for the Emrakul hit here. I'll just swamp, cast good old Dark Ritual. Cabal Therapy myself. Naming Emrakul. Emrakul trigger on the stack. Oh, okay. I guess he gets it. So we were gonna trigger on the stack, bring back our Emrakul, and hit him for 22. So like I said, the main thing to be worried about would be something like Thalia, or they generally board some sort of graveyard hate, like Tormod's Crypt or Relic of Progenitus. So Chain of Vapors is gonna be fine because it deals with the Thalia and the graveyard hate. I don't want to bring in something like Massacre, just in case he happens to be a more budget mono red build, then Massacre would not be very good, since we'd not be able to cast it for 0. Pithing Needle is also a possible option, to just name whatever graveyard hate card he brings in. It can name Like it can name, something like Tormod's Crypt. It can even name like Aether Vial or Wasteland. I think Abrupt Decay is safer though, because Abrupt Decay can kill cards like Thalia and Tormod's Crypt, whereas Needle doesn't deal with the Thalia at all. So I'll just do that. Again, another matchup where you really don't want the silence. And we've got some more cards to consider. Therapies, I do not like on the draw against a deck like Goblins, and then we'll just Shave Probe. Again, this is like very, very common thing to sideboard out in a lot of our matchups. So yeah, let's try game 2. The good news is that this is definitely what I would call a good matchup. Yeah, it's going to be a little weird, but I'm going to Chrome Mox up, pitching Chain of Vapor, casting Brainstorm, because then we get to go Polluted Delta into fetch. Polluted Delta, fetch, shuffle the 2 cards away, and then Thoughtseize him all on the first turn, which is pretty solid. Okay, unless he has Red Elemental Blast, then that won't be something we can do. It's not just a debate of whether we Thoughtseize him or if we wait, because if we draw into like a Griselbrand or an Emrakul, we can Thoughtseize ourselves. I think I'll hold off on Thoughtseize for now and just pass the turn. Pyrostatic Pillar. Okay. So that's going to be a little troublesome. That is something we can get with Abrupt Decay, though. And unfortunately, I am just going to have to ponder here. I will take 2 damage. Just say, I'm gonna end step Abrupt Decay's Pyrostatic Pillar, so we don't take all the damage in the world. I don't know if you guys can hear the ice cream truck in the background, but there is in fact an ice cream truck. Alright, let's do it. Gotta hope he doesn't have something like a surgical extraction, otherwise we should get him pretty good. So yeah, no Emrakul. We're gonna have to do it the long way. Sure, I'll probe and see what he has. Yeah, just a bunch of goblins. Nothing to be concerned about. gonna reanimate my children, gain all that life, draw more cards. At this point we're just going through the motions. We've got 3 cards left in our deck. I'll just probe a couple of times. And then, yeah, now we do the good old Cabal Therapy ourselves. Because, yeah, the Emrakul is in our hand. Our grave's going to get shuffled into our deck. And then trigger on the stack, we'll sack these for blue, blue, and white. Let the trigger resolve. Then, is that enough mana? Yep, it is. So now we can just hardcast our Emrakul. And then take an extra turn, attack our opponent for lethal. And that'll be the match. Yeah, I did have Abrupt Decay in my opening hand. Alright, so that's it, folks. We went 3-1, which is pretty solid.